I'm Stuart McClure, and I'm CEO of Qwiet AI. I just saw the incredible potential of what we're doing here at Qwiet to solve the problem from the very beginning at the core, which is right inside of code itself. This is a really, really hard problem. I mean, for so many different reasons. Number one, it's code. There can be millions of lines of code in a standard basic application. The attacker needs to find one crack in the code. You need to find every potential crack from here until eternity. On top of that, it's 100 times more expensive to fix a vulnerability after a developer has created it than it is to just fix it from the beginning.
Qwiet is an application security platform that not just detects vulnerabilities, but also provides patches and fixes so that when you write code using large language models with our graph, you can be 100% sure that there's many such validations happening to secure your own code.
What Qwiet does is Qwiet helps to get companies and developers to secure code faster and more accurately than any other platform out there. What we've seen in our real world testing is that we'll get to 90% fewer false positives than the competition. And how we do this is by leveraging two key technologies, our code property graph and Agentic AI.
And the code property graph, what it does is it takes your first party and third party code, basically your entire application, plots it on a graph. And the graph is what we interrogate to discover vulnerabilities. We're not going line by line looking for patterns in raw source code. We plot the entire application on the graph. That helps us be able to understand data flows, right? What data flows can an attacker take advantage of to actually exploit a vulnerability?
By creating these specialized agentic AIs, we can actually go super deep specialty-wise, and we can feed it all kinds of new information to get better and better and better about what it's looking for. So for example, we have a security agent. That security agent is an expert in security. It's an expert in finding problems in and around the current threats today. And you can't do that unless you have an active agent that keeps working for you and goes out on the web and queries all kinds of data sets, both on the dark web and on the traditional internet. And that's what we do, and that's what makes us truly unique.
We are able to extract security vulnerabilities. We are able to extract software bill of material vulnerabilities, container vulnerabilities. And all of these typically in an organization are different products. You know, if you go to an enterprise, they procure at least about 7 products. And this becomes a management nightmare. Now you're paying, 5x. So all these new problems are invented and you're chasing your tail trying to solve these problems when you shouldn't be.
On the Qwiet side, we do all of our AI inferencing on our own premise, right? So your data never goes to an OpenAI, to Google, to Claude or Anthropic. It all stays within your tenant in Qwiet. That's one of the risks that you need to think about is what is happening to my intellectual property? Am I exposing it in yet another area that I need to be concerned about?
We'll look at both reachability, so is there a way for someone to reach it from the outside, and exploitability. Is someone actively trying to exploit that, whether that's a botnet, a ransomware, or a hacking organization? And then finally, we're going to help you fix the code. And we do that using AI to generate fixes so that your developers don't have to spend excruciating hours trying to search out how to fix it. Rather, we just give them a short code snippet that they can drop right into their code and fix the problem on the spot.
And now with AI, well, we can infuse that power in every single keystroke. And that really is the power of what we're doing here. So for me, prevention is my passion, and preventing at the core, which is code, is my mission. My whole career has been dedicated to finding, preventing, fixing cyber attacks. And there is nothing closer than Qwiet AI. I can't even put words to describe how excited in being able to tell you that we can do this today, and our future is to do it everywhere. Be able to prevent cyber attacks before the bad guys get in.